Hey guys, and welcome to A Tale About Flowers. I kinda already forgot what this game is about, if I'm being honest. I just read it, can't remember. I pulled up the description. I was waiting for something, and then I was looking at other games between then and now, and so the description of the game just didn't stick in my mind. So this is what it's about. A Tale About Flowers is a short visual novel in a cyberpunk city where you play as Kanan. As you investigate a murder, you uncover some secrets you shouldn't have. What will be your fate? Make choices to get one of the multiple endings. I believe from what I saw, yes, there are 5 different endings. It's in English and French, as you can see on the screen. This is free also, so if you're interested in playing this and it sounds like your cup of tea, sit down! My cat will not sit down. Sit down. Thank you. But if this sounds like your cup of tea, go download it and play it now, because, yeah, there are 5 endings. An optional romance, it says? We'll see. We'll see about that. It says 30 minutes of gameplay per run. I know I always say this in games where there are multiple endings. I don't see myself playing to get all the endings in this video. But if I really like it, maybe I will. We'll have to see, but no promises on that. So if you really want to play this, or if you're interested even a little, it's free. There are multiple endings. Go play for yourself before you watch this. Or watch this first. I don't care. I do that sometimes, even if I'm interested in the game. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna watch someone play it. I won't tell you what to do, but I'm just saying. If you're not like me, then go play it for yourself. But, yeah, let's just get started, shall we? Who's calling at 5 a.m.? Dude, I'd be pissed. Blinded by my phone's light, I failed to read the name displayed on the screen. Yes, do you need me? Alright, let me get dressed and I'll be right there. See you soon, sir. I hang up and quickly grab my clothes to put them on. A dark uniform adorned with the colors of the organization I work for. A private organization investigating criminal networks to better stop them, originally created to stomp out corruption. However, the organization accepting financing from private companies tends to put its neutrality in doubt. Nevertheless, it is my responsibility to voice an opinion on the matter. Phone, weapon, badge. I have everything. Let's go. I quickly grab a piece of slightly dry bread and go out to my car. Just slightly dry bread? No peanut butter? No nothing? Damn. Sad. I can't stop working. What is that? Neon light. Interesting. Whatever. This room layout is crazy also. Like, there's like a sink right there. Is this the kitchen area? Right by the bed? It's kind of cool, but like, interesting. Go to the investigation site. Dude. Oh! If there's something that you need to know about me, it's that I love cyberpunk aesthetics. I don't love every cyberpunk setting of like game and show and stuff, but the aesthetic of it? Oh, fuck. So let's continue. I'm the last one to arrive at the crime scene to find everyone hard at work scouring for evidence. I find my boss giving orders to the investigators who arrived before me. The sun has yet to rise, and so only few curious souls have gathered around for now. I'm here, sir. Ah, finally. Not like there's much traffic at this hour. Why my boss kinda... I'll say it. I live on the other side of the city, sir. My boss, the embodiment of kindness. He is the reason my nights don't usually exceed 4 hours. I mean... Is he the romance option? I'm asking! He is quite moody, but he has at least managed to make our team #1 in the organization. Alright, I will make it short, so listen carefully. The victim is a 50-year-old man, no criminal record, was working for Sky. What is Sky? All evidence points to him having been killed by Nightshade. The modus operandi is clear. Shot in the head in his car. A Nightshade business card in his mouth. Ooh. The business card really belonged to Nightshade, a mafia that controls the city's weapons market and information network. We've been trying to bring them down for quite some time. Well, I'm going to look around the car for any evidence that could remain. Let's meet in an hour to see what you found. I crossed the security cordon to get to the crime scene. If Nightshade is really to blame, we are unlikely to find enough evidence to arrest him. But what do you mean? What do you mean by that? The business card was in the dude's mouth. I'm okay. Let's look around the car. So, what could I find? Oh, am I for real? Am I clicking? Let's investigate. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh. Was there nothing? Wait. Let's investigate outside the car. What am I supposed to be clicking on here? Oh. A large human footprint, certainly belonging to a man with big feet. Most likely not a very useful piece of evidence. So I'm like actually clicking on things. Ew. I just thought like the arrow was pointing to the general area. What's that? Bullet casing. Bullet shell. Only one bullet, clean and precise. Typical of Nightshade. Huh. Okay. I don't really see anything else. So let's go inside. There's a cigarette. A cigarette butt was left to burn the fabric of the driver's seat. Analyzing it could give interesting results. Like what? That the dude's a smoker? Oh, what'd I just find? There's a notebook hidden in the glove compartment. It seems old but in good condition. I take a look inside and discover many phone numbers with unknown names, sometimes half erased. I keep reading it to see if I can find something. Oh? An appointment time and the name of a coffee shop linked to Nightshade. Who are you? Okay. Kanan, did you find something? Without a thought, I hit the notebook and look at the person talking to me. I want to give it a proper look, which I won't be able to do if I have to give it away. Well, if he's an investigator... You're not really giving me his vibes right now. Give me some more context. Is he, like, a buddy, or do you hate him? Fine, I'm just gonna slip it into my pocket. Sorry, I haven't found anything relevant. I shouldn't be hiding evidence, but I feel like I might need it soon. Alright, let's keep searching. What do you mean by that? Wait, no! No! I wasn't done! Some of them look interesting and I'd like to inspect them further. I can't save or anything. I hit escape and it just skipped the dialogue. Oh, I fucked up. Unless it did that on purpose. I didn't think I just was clicking around the car. Maybe I was just supposed to find that. I'll report everything to you later, sir, if that's okay with you. It is. You can go home once you're done. You deserve it after such a morning. Thank you, sir. See you later. Man. When I get to the office, the preliminary examination of evidence is finished. I sat down with the report to read it. Let's begin by the cigarette butt. Traces of DNA, but the analysis is still ongoing. Did it belong to the murderer? Nightshade does not usually leave this sort of evidence. The footprints are useless as they are. The flower is poison. Oh, okay, so it did it without me clicking on it. Fantastic. The flower is poisonous and dangerous, capable of making humans faint. I stand up to take a break and wave to my colleagues who are as tired as me. Hi, Kanan. Everything going well with the investigation? I'm afraid we'll get to the same conclusion as usual. There won't be enough evidence to find the culprit. That's our fate. Don't feel guilty about it. Oh no, don't worry. Ray was recruited just 6 months before me, but he has an ability to befriend anyone I lack. He is gentle, funny, and it's without a doubt because of his presence that the team gets along. He's the only one I see as more than a coworker. Oh, okay. You could have told me this before. I would have given him the notebook. You didn't give me any context as to who he was. Just a dude who works with you. I was like, is he corrupt? Do you trust him? I don't know. Wish I would have had that context, but fine. I go back to my seat to resume my search and the analysis of evidence. I've never seen such flowers before. Maybe they acted in a hurry, or... It'll be easier once I get the final results from the autopsy. However, there's no doubt that the bullet through the head was the cause of death. And the analysis of the bullet isn't finished, but the caliber is the same as the one typically used by Nightshade. This isn't easy. My mind is foggy as I struggle to even formulate a hypothesis. I don't even know what the motive could be. Oh, but I forgot about the notebook. I carefully get the notebook out of my pocket, making sure no one sees me. Let's see what we find. As I had seen, the first few pages are all phone numbers. While I look at the corresponding names, I realize they are generally unremarkable and have nothing in common. One of the last numbers is attached to the name of Eros. It must be a nickname. That's my car's name. Haha. I literally named my car Eros. Magnus lore. Only someone obnoxious could name themselves after a god. My car's name is Eros because it's cute and red. So I was like, name it after like Cupid. I don't know. I name all my cars silly little things, okay? What's so funny? Leave the notebook on the desk. What is this? Where'd you find it? But it's evidence. You're not allowed to have this. No, it's not what you think. If you give it to me now, I won't tell the boss. I exhale loudly. I like Ray, but he follows the rules too tightly, or I don't follow them enough. Alright. I reluctantly hand him the notebook. It looked interesting. Too bad. The only clue I have left to investigate now is the meeting tomorrow. I don't have a choice. I'm sorry, but like, if you have a whole team of people to help you that you like, and that seem competent, literally why hide it, though? I'm not getting the logic here, but I suppose. I came in advance, a little nervous. I'm always afraid of the worst, and if this is really a member of Nightshade, I'm right to be worried. They could simply kill me and make the body disappear. Well, this is my only lead. I crossed the road to get to the coffee shop where the meeting was to take place. Okay. I take a look at the counter as I enter the coffee shop, then at the customers. I search for the one the victim was meant to meet. It's not that simple to find someone when you don't even know what they look like. But I might be able to guess who it is if I look close enough. How? This man is writing messages or some sort of text on his phone and looks quite nervous. He often looks around himself and quickly diverts his eyes as if trying to avoid detection. Should I go see him? No. It would be useless to talk to him. He would not look this nervous if he were part of Nightshade. I'll look through the other customers. What about this dude? The man seating near the counter is reading. He appears perfectly relaxed, but checks his watch periodically. He glances at me for a second, but soon looks away. Should I go see him? No, not yet. I want to see all my options. No, it can't be him. He looks too relaxed. Let's see the others. A young woman in her 30s holding a coffee in her hand. Cross-legged, she focuses on her laptop screen. She gives off an aura of confidence, but she seems to be in a hurry. She does not have a care to give to her surroundings. Could it be her? I don't know. I don't think it's this dude, because I think her logic is right in that if he was part of like a big organization, he wouldn't be like nervously looking around. My gut says it's that other guy. No, it's probably not her. She does not seem concerned enough by her surroundings. She does not seem to be waiting for someone. Let's observe the other customers. I think it's this guy. Because I also feel like if they were part of an organization, they wouldn't have like a full-on laptop out for everyone to see. Yes. I walk closer to the man and he looks up, not even surprised to see me near him. I think you were looking for me. No? Oh, I was so right! Oh my god. His confidence is a little annoying. Did he know I would come? I wouldn't be particularly surprised. Did you have a meeting with a man working for SK? He gestures to stop talking and sit down. I do with some nervousness. Well, I think we have some things to discuss. And some scores to settle. Who knows? I shiver while listening to him. I hope I get out of this shop alive. My name is Kanan. I'm part of ETI's investigation team. How much did you find out? Just this meeting, or my name as well? Probably not my name. And this man knows more about me than he should. His confidence and mocking smile annoy me more and more. His stare pierces through me and I struggle not to feel intimidated, regrettably. Well, let's not keep you waiting. My name is Eros. Now let me ask you a question. Why would an investigator come meet a member of Nightshade alone, knowing she could easily get killed? I found this notebook with the time of this meeting and thought it was the only chance to establish contact with Nightshade. It would have been too late if I waited for it to be processed, so I came by myself. You found this notebook, and now, where is it? Sadly, I had to give the notebook away, so I don't have it anymore. What was I hoping for from an investigator? You obey without a second thought. I don't have any issue seeing the disappointment in his eyes, but then again, he should have known that I cannot do everything I want. I don't obey without thinking. You're a criminal, and as such, I have to do everything in my power to arrest you. You lack the evidence to have me arrested. You're right, but that won't last. I bluff not to show how nervous I am, but the situation is quite scary. Huh. Do you even know what's in the notebook? No, strangely enough, they didn't give us any photocopies. Obviously, the ETI does not want you to know its exact contents. I watch him with a mix of surprise and mistrust. Could he be trying to turn me against my organization? Although it is indeed quite unusual for them to hide information from us. Eros leans towards me and whispers, well, let me explain. The culprits are not who you think they are. I won't say you're wrong about other cases, but you are for this one. What do you mean? Do you know the culprits? I shouldn't trust him, but I'm curious and I want to know more. He doesn't look like he's lying, even if he is a good comedian. I'm not stupid. I can separate truth from lies. I don't know who killed this man, but I know who ordered it. So, who is it? What do you think? On one hand, Sky makes for a perfect culprit. I don't think seeing their employee having business with Nightshade pleases them. On the other, it could be the ETI. Sky doesn't finance us, and learning that they're close with Nightshade must not have pleased them. What should I answer? My gut tells me Sky, but I feel like it's not that simple. And he straight up told me it wasn't Nightshade, basically. And if they're also hiding the notebook contents, let's go with that. If the victim has ties to Nightshade, the ETI could be responsible. After all, it would benefit the ETI to hinder Nightshade. I like the way you think. You're more intelligent than I first thought. I don't know how to take this. You really took me for an idiot. Should I feel flattered? Seriously, do you hear yourself? I'm willing to make an effort, but you're going too far. I don't even know if he realizes the idiocy of what he's spouting. He does, apparently, and with that smile, I can't even imagine the number of women he brings home. Not that I found him attractive for a moment, not at all. I look away for an instant to avoid crossing his eyes. Okay. So he's the romance option, I take it, or what are... Okay. You have some personality after all. I like that. I look at him once more. He really is mocking me. Well, let me tell you more about the murderers. The victim was here to sign a contract with Nightshade, which means I had no reason to kill him. It was a good deal for all of us, except for the ETI. The ETI hides information from your team, especially if they intend to pin a murder on us. Finally, the ETI's goal is mostly to assert and maintain the power of the businesses that fund it. It seems normal that they would bend things to suit themselves. He stands up and I watch him searching through his pocket, from which he produces a business card which he hands me. It has another man's identity on it. Okay. This is where you enter the picture. The culprit is part of the ETI, but I ignore at what level. You came against your chief's orders, so you may have some hidden potential. I take the card and look at the phone number. Potential for what? To help me expose the ETI for their shady practices. You seem to have a different sense of justice from the ETI. So if you decide to hunt down the culprit, call me and we will cooperate. Talk about it to anyone, and you're dead. Very well. Thank you. I shiver, and Eros leaves the coffee shop like nothing happened. He limps slightly. I don't know what to do now. This man is an enemy, but at the same time, if the ETI is behind this, I have to do something. I stand up and go home. I have to think about this for a while. This is no insignificant decision. I could end up regretting meddling in their business. A few days later. Okay. Boy. Okay. I'm gonna hold my thoughts here. I'm gonna hold them. I've been thinking about how to handle this for days. The more I think about it, the more I fail to find a solution. After all, accusing the ETI would make me lose my job. But is my sense of justice that weak? I don't want to leave murder unpunished, whether committed by the Mafia or my own organization. But allying myself to Nightshade isn't much better. I groan and roll on my bed, completely lost. The murder investigation was closed and Nightshade accused, so I can't even officially investigate it anymore. I don't even have access to the evidence, despite repeatedly requesting it. This never happened before, and I find that strange. Makes me want to investigate even more. It's useless to stay in bed. I'm going to work early. Okay. The day at the office goes well and our investigations make progress. I'm sitting at my desk editing a recent case report of mine. My desk is quite messy, but you can spot my file on the Sky victim. I left it here in case I found some new information. My eyes linger on the file and I reach for it when someone suddenly grabs it. Wasn't that one closed? Why do you still have that? Ray, leave that. He handles and looks at the file, which I would rather he did not. Why? Do you have something to hide? No, but that's not a reason. This belongs to me. No, it doesn't. And you should avoid meddling like that if you want my opinion. I don't understand why everyone's trying so hard to make me stop. If I were you, I'd give it up. Right now. I hear that like a threat, and I'm surprised by the tone. Why? He gets closer to me and talks quietly. Who knows what could happen to you? I shiver. His tone is getting scary. Ray is right, Kanan. You should avoid meddling in these sorts of things. Better not to dig into stories that are desperately kept hidden. I feel threatened by both and I tense up. I shouldn't investigate further. Who knows? They could become my enemies. You're right. I'll let it go. Better not to attract too much attention. See, Kanan, when you make the effort, it's safer this way. I'm upset, but I throw the folder away. I have a copy at home anyway. Oh, then why are you getting all pissed? What? Girl, why? If you wouldn't take, I just would have been like, oh, okay. My bad. I have a copy at home. Like, not telling them that, but like thinking, whatever. But I finally made a decision. I will call Eros and accept his proposal. He's probably the only one who can help me. I return home in the evening and I call once I feel mentally ready. I didn't think I would have to go to such an extreme. Okay. As soon as I get home, I put my things down quickly and pick up my phone to call Eros. I feel very nervous, definitely fearful to regret it. I I feel like I'm waiting forever before I finally hear his voice. Hello? I easily recognize his voice and his signature tone that makes even the simple salute seem haughty, but I'll have to get used to it. Hello, it's Kanan. I'm calling about your proposal. I would like to accept. Ah, Kanan. I was starting to think you would never call. It's almost too late for my initial plan. Your plan? I'm surprised, and I honestly don't know what he expects. I sit on my bed and listen to him carefully. Sky is hosting a reception on Friday, and I think it would be the best place to obtain more information on the relationship between Sky and Nightshade. This will give you a better understanding of the situation. I see. I'm not a huge fan of this type of event. I've always been an introverted lone wolf, so going to a reception is not really to my taste. Small parties with only a few friends suit me much better. Alright, I'll be there. I don't really have a choice anyway. I feel it's his way to test me. He will be among allies, so one mistake on my part could be fatal. At the same time, he probably would not want to attract attention, so I should be safe. Perfect, so we agree. I'll send you the address and time. I mostly didn't have a choice, but yeah, it's my job after all. I'm not going there to have fun. Alright, thank you. I'll await news from you. I should specify, wear some nice clothes, no sports stuff. I didn't intend to go to a reception in a tracksuit, don't worry. I usually don't like formal clothes because they're often uncomfortable, but I still know how to dress. Good. I'll let you enjoy your evening now, Kanan. Good evening, Eros. I like his voice when he says my name. Anyway, close. Girl, she's down bad. Okay. I stand up and go to my computer to look at outfits. Might as well get to it right away. You're gonna buy a whole new outfit? Damn. I take a long time to choose as fashion is not my thing, and I'd rather follow the site's recommendations. There's a spangled dress, glimmering and elegant with black and gold. Ew, gold. I don't like gold. The other option is a light-colored formal jacket with matching trousers. Has shades of whites and gray. A difficult choice. I don't like gold, but wearing a dress to like a secret mission party kinda goes hard. Not bad. I didn't know it would show me it. I kinda wanna see the other one. It's a bit sexy. I like it. Yes. It made it sound so boring. Yes. This outfit is perfect. All that's left to do is wait for the reception. Hell yes. That outfit slays! Oh my god. You look great. And even if you die tonight, worth it. I show up at the party without much enthusiasm. I give the invite Eros sent me the day before and start observing my surroundings after passing the threshold. There are a lot of guests around who all seem to know each other already. Or is this pure hypocrisy? A waiter offers me a glass of champagne. I accept with a faint smile and then start looking for Eros. He's nowhere to be seen. I hope he didn't stand me up. I take a sharp breath when a hand touches my shoulder. I turn around, startled, to find him as surprised as I am. Eros, please don't scare me like that. I put a hand on my chest and breathe out, trying to process the fleeting fright. Are you going to be all right? He looks at me amused as I straighten up. Of course, why wouldn't I? But you should avoid touching women like that. I apologize, I never meant to scare you. It's a nice surprise to see him apologize. I look at him calmly and eventually smile. Don't worry, I was just startled. I'm sorry I doubted you. You look wonderful tonight. Thank you very much. You don't look so great. I mean, he looks good. I'll say it. Your suit looks very good on you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It was tailor-made. It's nothing. He gets closer and I hesitate to keep my distance. You know how to please me. Okay. I stare at him and look away after a short time. He smiles at me and moves back. Very well. It's time for us to meet our two Sky informants. Follow me. They're close by. You know what? I like a man who folds at one compliment. He literally all I had to do was be like, nah, your suit looks good on you. And he's like, that's hot. Incredible. I follow him. I hope this will lead to answers for some of my questions. We stop in front of two women who seem to know Eros well. They shake hands. They both... She's so cool! Yo? They both look at me amiably while holding out their hands. Yes. I shake their hands and they politely smile at me. Nice to meet you, ladies. My name is Kanan. She is the person in charge of the investigation. Nice to meet you, miss. Your help is precious to us. Sky is regularly the victim of mysterious attacks. It's nothing. I don't like the idea of the ETI getting away with it. I'll do everything in my power to stop them. I speak quietly to avoid attracting attention, but with Eros by my side, no one dares approach. I watch Eros doing small talk. He turns to me when he notices my presence. Is everything alright, Kanan? You seem quite wistful. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking. It's nothing, but do not hesitate to ask questions if you want. He acts nicer than usual, probably because we're in public, but I can see right through it. Thanks, Eros. I'll ask some questions then. I take a few seconds to think of some interesting questions to ask. What's the link? I thought you'd have all the info, but sure, I'll brief you. We're old business partners with Nightshade, which is not to the taste of our rivals who want to separate us in any way they can. So it confirms what I already knew of the situation. I should have asked something else. I don't know. Finish my drink and give the glass to the waiter, refusing to take another. So let me ask you something else. I'm all ears. Do you have any idea of the murderer's identity? Nothing more than you already know. Someone from the ETI or your investors, but no idea who could have given the order. I take a breath. It's not easy to put a name on someone you know nothing apart from their ability to kill. I'm not sure this is very useful. I feel a little bothered. How am I supposed to know that they don't know more information? They're there to know more. I'm supposed to ask them questions. Whatever. Whatever. Thank you for your answers. I'm really grateful. It's nothing. I wish we could do more to help. Yeah, me fucking too. I was about to ask more questions when someone suddenly hails the couple. I take a deep breath and look at Eros. I think that's enough for tonight. I hope you got the answers you needed. I nod and look at the two leaving and then turn back to Eros. I should go. It's getting late. Why not talk a little while dancing? What do you think? It's not a good idea. I don't even know how to dance. Maybe, but at least no one would hear us talk. You can just follow my lead. I'm half convinced by his arguments, but I could give him a chance. Yeah. If I'm fucking up the investigation, I might as well get the guy. Just saying. Alright, I'll dance, but you don't get mad if I step on your feet. Why would I get mad at that when I risk my life every day rubbing shoulders with you, Kanan? Am I not the one in danger here? Maybe, who knows? I look at him smiling as he takes my hand. I follow him to the floor where others are also dancing. He shows me the steps. I must look like an idiot. I'm usually more of a bodyguard than a princess. I follow his rhythm as the music starts and I step on his feet a few times. Ow, sorry. I told you it was a bad idea to dance with me. I'm fine with it, don't worry. But I'll bring reinforced shoes next time. I laugh a little. It must hurt and I sympathize with him. Fortunately for you, there won't be a next time. Why? Are we not having a good time? Lost in our own little world? His smile disarms me, but I try staying composed. I must think about my work. I'm dancing with him for my job. I have a hard time convincing myself this is for the job when we look in each other's eyes, although I don't even know what he thinks of this whole situation. You're alone in your world. You're so sweet. I get the irony in his words, but I still sense the crowd around me, which isn't particularly pleasant. I don't like being the center of attention. I'm not here to please you, so get used to it. I am making quite the effort. You could do the same. I could. He feels a bit annoyed, and I can't fully blame him. I didn't even try to be nice. The dance comes to... How did that fuck... These dialogue options are so confusing. The dance comes to an end, and I move away from him gently to return to the distance we usually keep. I look at him and he smiles. I smile back. Thank you for this dance, Kaden. I liked it. It's nothing. Do you want to take a break? I did it because I had to, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate it partly. And at least no one stepped on my feet. I start to walk away, but I notice he's not following. I look back and see him limping. I now remember him indeed limping when I saw him at the coffee shop the other day. He also uses a cane. You didn't notice that? I calmly return to his side. You need help? Ah, thank you. He seems surprised, but I can't let him suffer without helping. Can I just borrow your shoulder to get to a chair? Of course, let me help. I come close enough to support him and we walk to a chair. Once sat down, he seems relieved and probably notices the slight worry on my face. Do not worry, I just went a bit too hard. Maybe dancing wasn't such a great idea. I'm the one who invited you, so do not feel guilty. And if it helps you feel better, I'm part of Nightshade. Part of the Mafia or not, I won't let someone suffer in front of me if I can help them. You have the strangest sense of justice I've ever seen. I wouldn't even be here otherwise. My answer seems to amuse him. I can't refute. I take a look at the clock. It's late. I'll go back home now, Eros. Thanks for the evening. My pleasure. I wish I had more information to help with your investigation. I already got some answers, so don't worry about it. I'll contact you as soon as I have more information. Very well, I will wait. Be careful on your way home. I think the worst is behind me. I smile, amused, and finally leave. I might have some leads to check out that may help me uncover something. Alright. After that strange evening, I have a hard time concentrating in the office. I'm still thinking about what I heard, and I can't help but wonder if I made a good choice. I drink my tea peacefully and think about what I should do now. I'm sure the murderer is closer than I think, between the notebook and the fact that the case was closed before we had time to even investigate it. It's not a coincidence. I'm suspicious of two people. Yeah, I was gonna say him and the chief. Hi, Kanan, what are you working on? This is Ray, the first person that I'm suspicious of. He acted excessively dismissive of the evidence. Oh, nothing. I was gathering hypotheses about one of our cases. Please tell me it's not the Sky employee. No, don't worry. Gave up on that one. Good. Well, let's hope we don't receive any calls today. A peaceful day would be nice for once. I hope so too. The weekend was too short. You said it. Yesterday's emergency was too much. Alright, I'll go before the chief comes to ruin everything. I laugh and wave my hand. I have a hard time believing Ray could do something like this. They never really know anyone. The boss soon comes and I stare at him. He reciprocates before soon giving up. What's your problem, Kanan? Still an angel, really. So pleasant. Nothing. You just have some milk in your beard. What an odd thing to say. He wipes his beard with a mix of surprise and what beard? He's got stubble. Whatever. At least I distracted him. Thank you. Now get to work. Yes, sir. He goes to Ray and I prepare to seriously get to work. The day could have been calmer if it had not been for a call that quickly brought the booze to us? Okay. There's an emergency. A murder near Future Street. The culprit should still be nearby. Go there as fast as possible. We must catch them before they murder anyone else. Ray, Kanan, you're our best elements for emergency intervention, so you get this one. Try and find the culprit as fast as possible. If you see the criminal, wait for reinforcement. You must trace them, not arrest them. Only open fire in self-defense. Very well, sir. Let's go. Ray walks past me to get to the car's driver's seat and I follow him. Once I'm in the car, I buckle my seatbelt. Well, it's not today we'll catch a break. What? Did you think we would ever get one? No, I shouldn't have ever hoped. You're right. Our team never rests. I laugh a little, looking outside the car window. As we travel, I take a look at the information we have on the suspect, and I think about my other case. I have a good idea who might be the culprit. You do? Oh, I thought my other case. Wait. Yeah? Are we talking... What case are we talking about? Let's just hope everything goes well now. I'm just confused. On the crime scene, I'm distrustful. I have a good idea of the culprit, and he stands beside me right now. I shouldn't be in danger as long as he doesn't know, but I have to be careful. So you think it is him? I mean, I think it's him and the chief, if I'm being real. I'll go on the left, there's an entrance. You're never too careful. If you find some evidence, wait to be safe before communicating. Alright, if we hear gunshots, we take cover. I leave the car and take my weapon in hand. Its safety deactivates, as it recognizes me as its owner. Be careful, Ray. You be careful. I wouldn't want to lose my dear partner. I take his words as a threat, and I feel quite tense. Alright, you ready? Yes, let's go. I take position in front of the entrance and check that it's open before giving the signal to enter. When I enter, my radio immediately loses its signal, and I have no doubt left. I was gonna say, this feels, from the beginning, this sort of felt like a setup. Like they were setting up to go get rid of her, and then be like, oh, she died on the job or something. But again, Ray would not have done this alone because it's the chief who sent them out. So it has to be both of them. I hoped I was wrong, but Ray was behind everything. It's both of them. Instead of giving him the benefit of the doubt, I move forward, ready to shoot. Honestly, I have a very bad feeling about that. You're just gonna shoot him? He could show up at any moment, and when I do see him, he looks different, with his weapon pointed towards me. It's gotten into you, Kanan. Lower your weapon. Lower yours first. We'll see. He doesn't, and I know the way I'll act in the next minutes or seconds will be crucial. What do you know? That you're the assassin who murdered the Sky employee. But he's not an isolated incident, I assume. You're quite nosy, you know. I would have liked to avoid this, but you're not leaving me a choice. You could give yourself in. Do you really want to kill people for the benefit of our financial benefactors? Maybe, maybe not. That's not your problem, Kanan. All I need to do is shut you up. Forever. Is that really what you want? No, but my orders are what they are, and I want to keep my position, so sorry, Kanan, but you'll die in the name of Nightshade. I have no time left. I must make my decision right now. But I'm shaking. I'm scared. What to do? Do not put a timer. Do not put a timer. Do not... I shoot him. The sound of the gunshot echoes through the entire room. Then the sound of a corpse falling on the ground. My eyes are closed, and when I open them, I see Ray's lifeless body. I don't feel well. My head is swirling. I let go of my weapon. I killed someone. My first time since working for the ETI. I'm lost. I stagger in panic and become breathless. It was either him or me, man. If I hesitate, I'd probably be fucking dead. Call up Eros. He'll probably get some body cleanup or something. Be like, hey, I found out who it was. He's dead. I didn't want to. My legs give up on me and I anticipate a fall, but someone catches me. He's here? How'd you... Okay. I'm not gonna question that. Kanan, look at me. Eros takes my head in his hands, tears streaming down my face. Oh, so I didn't fuck up the romance, I assume? Please, concentrate on me. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. I take a breath and calm down slowly. I keep my eyes locked on his, and so does he. Do you feel a little better? Yes, thank you. I wipe my tears and he helps me stand up, using his cane as support. He pets my hair slowly. It's not your fault. It was unavoidable. Sorry I didn't get here earlier. It's okay. I try to think and regain composure. Other agents will get here soon. I think you should leave. That was her inner thoughts. I'm confused. I'll manage. Do not hesitate to call me. I have a lawyer I can recommend. Or you could come with me. Thank you, but I don't want to be seen as a criminal. But I'll make sure Ray and the ETI pay for their crimes. Do not play hero, Kanan. That's just my advice. But you know where to find me. He leaves and I look away. I killed a man, and I have to be punished for what I did. My chief arrives soon and stares at me, worried. And then I'm arrested and locked up. A few months later, it took a few months to close the case. I was freed, as my body camera confirmed my testimony. Oh, Ray fucked up then. Ray fucked up, I'll say that. The part where I saw Eros disappeared as if the investigation wasn't leaked to the media, I probably would have ended up in a much worse situation. If this can be called a good situation, and maybe he helped me, who knows? There's not a day that goes by when I don't think about what I did. Sometimes I have nightmares, and I can't hold a gun anymore. I haven't forgotten my goal, to find evidence of the crimes the ETI has committed, and of everyone involved in this shady business. Sometimes I feel like I'm not fit for the job. I quit the organization, and my chief was a little sad. I'll be honest, no, I don't think you were qualified. I'm gonna be totally real. You meet one hot mafia guy and you fold, you know? At least I can return home. I lie down on my bed looking at the ceiling. What will become of me now? My phone rings at that exact moment. I answer, unexpectedly finding Eros on the other end of the line. Kanan, would you like to join me? Ending A. That's it? That's it, bro? No, dude, no. There's no epilogue. Oh my god. So, I just played another visual novel, if you want to check it out before this one. Called The Wife, the Witch, and the Wish, whatever order it's in. And I'm gonna have the same gripe with this game as I did that one. That ending was so abrupt and unsatisfying. Like, that's so abrupt. It makes me mad. I have a pet peeve when endings to games are abrupt and it doesn't feel like you had an accomplishment at the end, you know? There's something so amazing about like an end credit scene or even like an epilogue scene or something fading to black and then it takes you back to the screen, you know? Stuff like that, it makes you feel like you really completed something. Like you experienced something and you finished it and you're like, yes, the time I put into this was worth it. I experienced the ending of it. And this does not give you that satisfaction of like, yes, I finished it. It literally is just like, the guy says, you want to join me? And that's it. That's it? Like, I don't know. That it might just be a me problem. It might just be a personal pet peeve, but that's just something I really, really don't like. So it is what it is. I definitely am not gonna do any of the other endings. There's no save or anything, so I can't like go back and I just have to like click through the entire thing all over again. Which does kind of suck for games that have multiple endings because that's so much extra time. Not being able to save and go back or have a skip button or any, you know, nothing like that. It's kind of a lot. And I mean, probably other endings would have been better, but truthfully, the dialogue options were very confusing at times. I didn't understand what they were really saying, and then once I said them, it had like an opposite outcome, and I'm like, whoa, what? I like the setting. I don't think it was quite cyberpunk enough. And I know it's a short game, but you could have like, I feel like there could have been a little more like setting. The part with the gun was cool, where it's like she picked it up and it recognized her as its owner and like took the safety off. That was like a cyberpunky thing to me, at least. But everything else was so normal that I'm like, this could have just taken place like in now. Like it's like in just a regular ass time. Like, it felt like the cyberpunk aspects weren't really part of the game. I will say, I'm like really trying not to rag on this game too much, but like, was it my favorite? No. There's a lot of things I felt like could have definitely been handled better and done better. For a positive though, the art's awesome. Love the art. All of the character models are awesome. The outfit she wore to the party, incredible. I love it. Eros' suit at the party also I thought was really cool with like the little patterns and stuff on it. The designs are really awesome. Art's really cool. The concept is really good. But again, just the options and the lack of controls and saves and stuff like that just do sort of take it down a little bit, and then not having like a satisfactory like end instead of just like a the end screen, like those things do take it down a little bit for me. Do I think this game is bad? No, I don't think it's bad. I'm really not that hard to please, if I'm being honest. It takes a lot for me to say a game is bad, so I don't think this one is. But am I gonna like rant and rave about it and say I like loved it so much? No. Anyways though, that is all I have for you for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? You gotta subscribe, man. That's weird. Watching this whole video and not subscribing? Weird behavior, super strange. All of my socials will also be down in the description if you'd like to follow me on anything else. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and anybody if you so choose. That is really it though. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope that you all have a good one.